I guess why don't you start by telling us your username on Twitch and how you came up with it?
All right, so caprexmorty. So came up with for my PlayStation username.
Hmm.
Um, I'm really bad at coming up with usernames, so I just thought of something. So in Star Wars, there's a clone character called Rex. So I just took that and I put Captain in front of it, so Cap Rex. And then uh, I think of myself like a Morty from Rick and Morty. So then went ahead and put Morty. But it's so funny because most people on streams, they're like Capri X Morty, or like, and everyone
I've
gets confused.
I heard that so much whenever we raid someone when they say your name because they call you Caprex or Caprex.
Yeah, so that's why I'm always like, oh, you can either say Caprex or Morty, whichever you like more.
Mhm. Alan, how did you fall for Shoko? Why am I in the
How
equation,
do
Alan? It's not about me, okay? It's G's response.
uh let's see. I fell for Shoko because she's funny, but I'm not old enough for her. But hey, there's no problem like following a cute girl on Twitch. Especially she's Asian too. So
Hmm. There's your answer, Alan.
just gotta go for it.
How did you come across the channel and why did you follow?
This will also tie in with how did you end up on Twitch question as well. Um, so basically, I would say a few months ago, I wouldn't say I was exactly sad. I just felt lonely, and then I just went on to. I remember. Oh, so do you know the streamer Hot Chubby?
Oh yeah.
Well, I came across her videos on YouTube, and then I thought they were pretty funny, and then that's how I found out like, oh, these are like streams on Twitch. So then that's how I made a Twitch account, and then from there I just decided to explore
Mm-hmm.
most of, since I didn't really have anyone to follow other than just Hot Chubby. So I went into like the different topics, and then I found yours under like the arts and crafts one. It was under perler. You were doing a perler bead. I don't remember which, but I thought it was cool. So then that's how I ended up hitting the follow button. I was like, oh, I'll just hit follow, and then how I came how I came back was during the birth by sleep era.
Yeah, that's how. Oh wait, no. Kaju, who we interviewed earlier, he came back because I was doing Kingdom Hearts 3, which is funny. We've
Yeah,
grown.
you were doing the.
Hmm?
Hmm?
No, go ahead. You first.
Oh no! I was just gonna say the stream I came to was when you were doing like the board game thing,
Oh yeah.
and you were like trying to win those.
What was your first impression of me or of the stream?
So first impression, like I knew you were nice, and then watching you play Birth by Sleep, I think just got me more into the stream because your reactions. I don't know how. I mean, I would say you're naturally funny. I don't know. There's just something about it where just your reactions just make me laugh, and I'm like,
My reaction.
yeah, it's just always your reactions, and like I think it's because you also curse, but like your cursing isn't like aggressive because your voice is so light.
I've been told that even when I curse, it's funny, or like I sound very soft, so it's not like I'm cursing. Oh, I was gonna ask this earlier when you were explaining it. So does that mean you found me kind of like on your first day on Twitch? Kind of.
Uh, I don't think it was the first day
Hmm.
I think it was because also I found Tiffany Luna
Mm-hmm.
and Doomsday Gal also by just exploring, and then
Oh.
I think after that, that's when I found you.
Some are random, some are more personalized, but if you could start any business, what would it be?
If I was a person who could actually bake,
Hmm.
uh, business because cake pops are
Ooh.
like amazing.
Mm. I think I've thought about this question too in the past, and my answer used to be I would have a baked goods shop, like a bakery that serves like coffee and stuff, right? Cappuccinos and whatnot. But recently, I've wanted to change it to those places that make like their own homemade soft serve ice cream. They have like all these funky flavors.
Oh, I've never gone to a place like that.
Oh, really? Um, I think most of them are downtown though, but they like have their own flavors. Like for example, it'll be like matcha or like ube. Sophia, actually, Morty, how long has it been? I want to say a month, 2 months maybe. He went to a Korean supermarket for the first time, and he tried a bunch of snacks and foods from there. So sometimes we tell him that next time he goes, he should pick up this and so and so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to try Yakult, but the things I've bought so far, I've bought like honey, like these honey butter Korean chips.
Those are good.
Um, I got matcha Pocky sticks. Um, I got shrimp flavored chips. Um, Seaweed snacks. Um, oh, I remember one time we did buy like this Japanese style like cheesecake type of thing from
What'd you think of it?
Bread and Co.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I liked it.
Mm.
It was all like fluffy and oh
What?
oh, and then I had the Korean spicy noodles, which I will never do unless it's with a friend.
Yeah. Ben says, Morty, would you ever consider streaming yourself?
Um, I do think that maybe sometime in the future I would like to at least attempt to stream. I mean, no matter how scuffed it is,
Mm.
because usually, so the way I am now, I am never like this in person. I am way more quiet and like I'm kind of the type of person that like you need to tell him what to do.
Hmm.
So like I was telling Betty and Friction one time that like I could be hanging out with a group of friends, but I'll be so quiet that like my friends will remind me that I can talk.
Aw. You're
They'll be
doing good.
like,
You're doing good right now.
yeah, they'll be like, hey Johan, you can like talk to us, you know that, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah. If I was to stream, it would be kind of like on the level of Burston.
Oh, Burston has a lot of energy when he streams, though.
Yeah, I'm ta- and in terms of humor, I think my stream would be like a Burston humor type.
If you could give one piece of advice to the whole world, what would it be?
Uh, I guess no matter how hard it is, just try to be nice. You know,
Mm.
I mean, life's already difficult. I'm pretty sure most of us would at least like to feel good most of the time. So I mean, even though deep down, you might want to like sucker punch someone in the face
Mm-hmm.
or like yell at them. Sometimes it's better to just do that to a pillow, not to someone.
This is what I believe. Let me know if you believe the same thing. I believe like what you receive is what you put out into the world. So if you're gonna be nice to other people, people will be nice to you. If you're rude and an asshole, then they're gonna do the same, or they're gonna treat you the same way.
I do agree.
Hmm.
because the actions that you do, then that's just a reflection of yourself, and then it'll be something that's a constant. So then it's something that you'll put out every day.
Hmm.
So then that's what you just become.
Ben says, Morty, if Pixel visited your hometown of Florida, what restaurant or cuisine would you have her try?
Puerto Rican places and some good Mexican restaurants as well.
Ooh, I agree with that. I was gonna say, could you take me to some Puerto Rican restaurants? That would have been my first
Yeah,
choice.
totally. I mean, it'll be like rice and beans
Mm,
and roasted pork,
mm.
fried plantains.
Oh, fried plantains are so good.
Yeah. So like for the question, what are some? Well, I can't tell you Mexican dishes, but I can tell you some Puerto Rican dishes.
Yeah. We'll get to that later on.
Yeah,
Mm,
when you first sent it to me, I was like, "Oh, Pixel thinks I'm Mexican."
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I guess I never asked. um. Oh, is there anything that you regret in your life?
I would say, at least currently, at the moment for now, since I haven't really experienced much in my life, um, I would say it has to be with family relations.
Mm,
Uh, I would say I don't talk a lot to like family members,
mhm,
even though like how I said, like my cousins or like my grandparents and stuff. I mean, if I do like call my grandparents and stuff if it's like for like special occasions and such, but never just openly just feel like, oh, I'm just gonna call my relative and like say hi to them
mm,
or something, even though it's not that like that they're strangers because most of them live in Puerto Rico,
mhm,
but because I have seen them or they have visited us throughout me growing up, but like there's just some sort of detachment that I feel.
I was saying like sorry, I was thinking you know how you mentioned before like how you are right now, it's not how you are in real life. You're much more like quiet and more reserved. Um do you think it's because you're like that around your family that they may misunderstand that? So then you guys aren't as close kind of thing?
I do care for them and they do care for me. Uh it's just there's just like a lack of communication just for
Mm,
most of it. I mean, because my other sibling, sometimes she talks to our cousins more.
mhm,
But like I would say so. Yeah, it's just like with my personality
mm,
wise. I just seem to talk more to like friends than like some closer relatives. On my mom's side, her mom passed away like it's been 10 years, I think. Yeah,
mm,
and so my grandfather, he lives like an hour and a half away from us, and sometimes we go to visit, but he's having uh, he's starting to have Alzheimer's, I think.
mm, mhm,
So there's sometimes that like he'll ask me or my sister like the same question like multiple times,
yeah.
even though we like already answered it,
Mhm.
and and I was so sometimes I just think about
Thank you for sharing.
no no
Mhm.
problem.
He Kevin also asked, Morty, what do you want to do as a career?
All right, so as a career, my plans for now still haven't changed yet. Um, was to go into it was to go into law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so in school I was going down the criminal justice route, Um, I don't know 100% sure what I want to do when it comes to the future of it. I mean, especially now, it's a very complicated time
Yeah, for sure.
in, in the U.S. that kind of stuff. But there's many, at least even though, so I would at least start out as a police officer, but then sometime in the future I would have to branch out to like something different if it was either like a federal job
Hmm.
or just a higher position where maybe I could be able to have some influence within my community to make like better relations. Yeah, I just saw Kevin's comment. Pixel E's so pretty.
I might not comment on everything, so if you want to answer anything, feel free to. Oh, well, you kind of answered it. How did you end up on Twitch earlier, right? Mm. Would you say being on Twitch has
Uh,
changed your life? Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. That question. I would say so. Yeah. I mean, well, there's been a positive and there's been a negative to it. So the positive is that I've gotten to meet so many great people on here. You know, the streamers and people in chat as well. Um, and also through our Discord. Because honestly, uh, I would say right now I'm not kind of the person to like go out and hang out, or at least be proactive to ask my friends, hey, like, want to go someplace
Hmm.
or anything. Um, uh, Especially because at the moment, I think just at the moment, I just feel like uh, I'm not ready for that yet. I mean, in terms of like, I don't have a car, so I don't want to rely on like someone having to take me
Hmm.
to places and such.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I do have a job, so I can pay for myself, so I don't have to worry about that.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know, got tongue tied,
Hmm. It's okay. Take your time.
and
Gatsby.
I guess just like that. But I know my, but I do know my friends do like stuff. Once in a while they'll hit me up and they'll be like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Well, we just have to hang out sometime,"
Hmm.
and I'm like, "Totally."
Well, that's nice
Um,
of them.
in relation to that with the friends part, since I don't actually like hang out as much, I can
Hmm.
hang out with all these people online, and
Ah, sorry.
and even though it's not face to face,
Hmm.
we're all still chatting and sharing memes and and having good time
Hmm.
for the most part until Necro comes and he smashes everything to pieces.
Kevin says, "Do you think Pixel Stream made you less depressed? It does for me." Aw, Kevin.
Especially Pixel Stream, that it's helped me feel better.
Mm.
Um, because like I said, just watching Pixel stream, there's something just funny about it all the time. I don't know. Um,
This is the part where Necro comes in and says, "I'm funny looking. I can feel it."
uh, I think also because you gave me a VIP like out of nowhere, so close. It was
Oh,
like at the beginning.
oh, it's because well, I think Kevin kind of had that question too, but I felt like you were. I saw you almost like at every stream, and you were quickly becoming a regular. You were contributing to the conversation, keeping it going. So people who do that regularly, I feel you deserve an VIP. Obviously, I'm not gonna give it to you like a weekend kind of thing, but I think it was maybe like a month or something. month, two
Yeah,
months?
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Hmm. Well,
And honestly, uh, even though it's been like 6 months, I feel like I've known some people for longer.
mhm.
I would say, mm, I guess before going to the market, I've had like some Asian cuisine before, but not that much really until now that I'm getting to explore that there's much more and exquisite tastes like shrimp potato chips.
Mm, those are good. Well, I was gonna ask, name all the things you've eaten, but you kind of named a bit of them earlier. Actually,
Well, at
pretty good.
least snack wise, that
Mm.
but like I've had steamed buns.
Mm,
Um, Actually today went out with my family and we got some uh bun bows or bao buns.
mm.
That's how I call them.
Good choice. Good choice.
And also got some bubble tea as well.
Ooh.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, it was a milk tea and they put like this cheesecake mousse type of thing on top of it.
Yeah, the cream cheese mousse. I like it. It's not that bad. Some people don't like it. Some people do.
Uh, yeah, I mean it's like a tangy taste,
Mm.
but I like it. Oh, Kevin, well, at least for the moment, the language that I want to learn the most is Korean.
I had a feeling you'd
But
say that.
I would, yeah, you know, 안녕하세요. Uh, I would like to learn other Asian languages as well, if like Japanese or if I could at, at least learn some Mandarin or Cantonese.
Morty, all you gotta know in Korean is 사랑해, which means I love
Uh,
you.
yeah, 사랑해.
um, Channing says, would Morty rather live without a cell phone or without video games?
I would give up the cell phone if I had zero friends, and then I just fulfilled like my social stuff through like simulators, or I would give up video games if I had people to talk to. Because if I have people to talk to, then it's all good.
Oh, I will bring you to that next question. What are some Puerto Rican dishes and snacks you want us to try?
Okay, so uh, I'm pretty sure maybe you've had some of them.
Mm.
Like you've had uh, tostones, right?
Wait, somebody mentioned that earlier.
Those are fried. So fried plantains, and then well, they're cut up, and then they're fried, and then they're squished. So it looks like
Maybe.
a flat disc. Or
Oh,
there's
are they
also
like it kind of look like chips, but not really? But like not
uh
deep fried, right?
yeah, I mean there's also chips for it too. Fried plantain chips.
Mm.
Um, there's another like I'm saying, I don't know how accessible you would be for these items,
Here, let me look.
but
What's the first one?
um,
How do you spell it?
so TOS. It's funny the first letters are TOS. Um, then TONES. Oh, I can just type it in chat as well.
Oh, I found it. It's kind of like if you cut a plantain. I guess like you would cut a banana and then smush it and then like fry it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried plantains. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I've had fried plantains that look like this, but then they usually cut it, I think, the other way, the long one.
Uh,
And they're like smaller. Maybe they're not plantains.
um, then another one is it's called alcapurrias. I'll type it in chat.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. Mm,
and those, it's basically so there's a root called the juca,
mhm.
and then you also take a green banana and you kind of like um, shred it up, and you kind of like make it into kind of like a paste type of thing, and
Mm.
then you can fill it up with different types of meats. So like you can do like beef or chicken, or like crab,
Mm.
and then you deep fry it. Um, I'm guessing you've had pork rinds before.
I love chicharron.
Chicharron, yes.
Chicharron. I even know the name. You can give me a bucket of those, and I'd be so tempted to eat them all. Like I would prefer those over chips, but obviously they're not healthy for you because it's
These are called surullos de maíz, and that's basically you can do like a snack thing for it. It's basically cornmeal or corn flour,
Mhm.
and same thing. You kind of make it into kind of like a paste type of thing, and you can either keep it as it is, or sometimes people like to put cheese in it,
Mm.
and you also deep fry it. And a lot of people like to dip it in like a mixture of mayonnaise and ketchup.
Mm. I've seen something similar. It's also cornmeal, but it's called something else. Westerners, not Westerners, but if you go to a restaurant, they have this. I forgot what it's called, but it's like yellow and it's made out of cornmeal. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, polenta fries. Polenta is literally ground cornmeal. So I feel like it would be very similar to what you the other one. I can't pronounce it, but the
It's okay.
yeah, the one that you mentioned in chat. Uh, Ask Morty what games or content he would like to see in the future from you.
Hmm. Let's see. Uh, Pixel, have you done a fighting game?
No, but somebody mentioned that earlier too. Actually, maybe
Okay,
two people mentioned that.
I guess we need Pixel to play either like Street Fighter or Tekken.
Oh god. I feel like I'd be so horrible. Don't you have to like memorize combos and stuff for those games?
It's all right. I'm bad at the combos too.
Yeah. With fighting games, I do a lot of button mashing.
Yeah, it'll be like up, down, spin the stick, press A twice,
Mm.
and then
The
and then
closest thing I came to not button mashing was probably Super Smash.
oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Uh,
10-15 minutes. It's also free. Ooh, Super Smash. Tekken, you can button mash. I can button match to victory in Tekken. That sounds great. um, I'll go back to my question. You're still young. Anything you're looking forward to or excited for?
yes, Maya, I'm looking forward to having just a simple life. You know, when I was younger, I used to just think like when I was older, I just wanted to move out to the country and
Oh.
just or like it doesn't. I wouldn't say like small town, but like relatively in that range. I don't know, maybe like Colorado, because Colorado sounds like a nice place to go to.
Oh, Kevin
Um,
has a last question for you, but I'll wait
yes.
till you're done. Oh, you saw it? What
Oh,
car do you want to get when you start driving?
I guess just simple, because it doesn't have to be exactly fancy. It can be like just like a simple Toyota Camry or like a Toyota Corolla. I mean, I have to say sometimes it happens, and I think about it too much. Like like recently, well, especially now in this pandemic, and like what happened to um, Chadwick Boseman. I think that's how you say his last name.
Chadwick Boseman, yeah.
And
Boseman.
and and other like singers uh, that were much older, like my parents' generation, that are like starting to die now.
Mm.
Um, uh, I've I've come. to like if I overthink about it too much, then I start to get bothered by it. So like start thinking about like oh like these people like they're gone now, but like there's stuff that they left behind, like their artwork, whether it was music or film
Yeah.
or that kind of stuff. And I think about like oh how people are remembered and how people are forgotten,
Mhm.
and especially let's see last December, which yeah I don't know if you remember my cousin passed away
Mm. I remember.
um, during that time. So it, it's just like thoughts like that. If I think about it too much, then like it makes me feel weird.
Mm. It's understandable. Do you still
Uh,
think about it?
uh, sometimes, but not as often. I would say it happens if I get like really sad.
Mm.
But, but I guess another fear is just losing everyone. I guess
Thanks, Leo, for your Twitch
like
Prime.
if I was to never talk
Morty.
to any of you guys ever again, it would suck.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing else I have is, do you have any questions for myself or chat?
Uh, 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 I would say no.
Hmm.
I am very bad at coming up with questions.
That's okay. You don't have to have one.
Sure, Kevin.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, Kevin. Ooh, that
Ooh.
is
Serious question
uh,
now.
that is um I Shoko, why are you no?
It's because Shoko
Um
isn't Latin.
um I wouldn't be against it if that's how things like played out, but I would prefer an Asian woman.
He has a preference.
That sounded so weird.
That's okay. It's
That's
okay.
so
People have
weird.
their preferences, right?
I know. People
There's
have
nothing wrong with
preferences. No, Shoko, I can't marry whoever I want. If I wanted, I would have married you. I'm kidding.
it.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
Kevin, my boy. Is there any last words you want to say? Could be anything.
All right, all right, all right. So just for special occasions, I am going to pull out a very bad voice. Okay. So like, oh my god, everyone here is so nice to me, and like, I really appreciate all of you. Even though you guys don't buy me like Rolexes and like Porsches, but like, you guys are the real ones. No,
I heard
leave
you.
out of
I was putting the
leave.
dish in the sink, and now I heard you.
Like, oh my god, Necro, why you gotta be such a butt? Like, all you need to do is just be nice.
Van Morty. Ben, cut the cord. uh, yes, this is Morty's famous voice. You love Valley Girls?
Uh, uh,
Ah, interesting.
and if you want to hear my Spanish, uh,
Oh yeah.
hola, ¿cómo está? Mi nombre es Johan. Yo estoy aquí en Twitch hablando con Pixel Precious y con la comunidad. Y ahora vamos a terminar y creo que ella va a jugar un poquito de Until Dawn. Y entonces vamos a seguir con, yo creo tenemos 4 horas.
Hmm?
Um, uh, I said I think we have 4 hours left of stream, or 3 hours,
Three and a half.
3.5. Okay, good, good. All right, so just and so as I was saying in my Valley Grove voice, uh, chat. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome, and yeah, yeah. You guys make some of the the gloomier days brighter ones, you know.
Oh. Hmm.
And I, not just here, also with some of y'all are in other are connected communities as
Mm.
well.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate Pixel for letting me come on and do this sub interview, and
Yeah.
hopefully we get to do it again sometime. Hopefully, she was saying that maybe in December.
Yes, we probably will probably do something in December. Celebrate Christmas kind of thing or holidays.
Totally,
Yeah.
Well, we gotta put on Christmas playlists.
You mean like just Christmas songs for 12 hours or something?
Yeah,
No.
and so all you guys, thank you for coming to Pixel's 24-hour stream, even if you've just been here for 5 minutes or you've been here for a full 24 hours.
Yeah.
Uh, always take care. If you ever need some support or you need someone to listen to you,
Mm.
Pixel is a great friend.
Yeah.
She sees us as more than just names on a chat corner. So again, that's all. Thank you.
Oh. Bye, Morty. Thank you for spending, I guess it was like an hour and a half with us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. No. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. It was a good time. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. I'll see you in
Bye
chat.
bye. See you in chat. Well, you'll be streaming. I'll be in chat.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.